Hello, welcome back to Fallout 76. Yes, Minerva's back, once again to share her goodies with us poor sods craving 11. She'll be here at the crater from the 8th of July to the 10th of July. This is what she has on sale this time. There's some pretty good items, especially for those of you who missed out on previous sales. As always, we'll cover the items from best to worst. Keep in mind that these are meant to give you an idea of what the items are like before you buy them. They're not fully detailed reviews. In any case, let's get on with it. I've had a few comments about not being able to craft the Underarmor. It should be in the craft menu at the armor workbench, in the Underarmor section. We never managed to get to the bottom of why that was happening, but if it is because you didn't buy the Underarmor, then this is your chance to correct that mistake. The Underarmor by itself doesn't give you any benefits, and it's not too difficult to craft. To get the most out of it, you want to apply a lining to it. You do that at the Modify menu at an armor workbench. But once you mod it with the shielded lining, you'll get the best combat bonuses in the game. You can wear armor over it, and the bonuses will stack. This is endgame gear, and it's a must-have purchase if you play outside power armor. The caster is arguably the best sniper in the game, as long as you use it in VATS. It's a heavy weapon that does both physical and energy damage, so it's effective against all enemies. With good legendary stars, it's one of the most effective weapons in the game. The projectiles do have travel time, so it's best to use the caster in VATS, so you can simply fire at enemy heads and not worry about having to lead the target. It's still effective outside VATS, but it's a lot trickier to get headshots because it doesn't fire very fast. You can combine it with a Stabilize perk to reduce enemy armor, but using VATS in power armor eats up your core, so that's something you should account for if that's your preference. Another factor to keep in mind is that it's a heavy weapon, so you may have to sacrifice some weight saving perks if you want to boost damage. But I personally find that it's perfectly useful outside power armor and with no heavy weapon perks. There's two types of limb mods on sale on this occasion. Personally, I'd recommend getting the Deep Pocketed mod from the vendor at Vault 79 after you do the gold quest. Each limb will then give you an extra 10 carry, which is more than what you'd get from reducing the weight of your armor via the ultralight limbs. But on the other hand, the ultralight limbs will give you extra action points, so it's worth it if you're in need of extra AP. Whether you prefer Deep Pocketed or ultralight, both are endgame mods for Secret Service armor and well worth your gold. The calibrated shocks are no-brainers in my opinion. The extra 100 carry capacity is always good, and there's very few alternate leg mods that give you better benefits. The other good mod for sale is the jetpack. Chest mods have more choice, so it's more of a debate, but the jetpacks are one of the better options. The other recommended choice for me would be the emergency protocols if you play low health. Keep in mind that flying will use up your fusion core, so power armor jetpacks are not as good as commando jetpacks. It could just be me, but it does also feel more sluggish to fly in power armor. If you do use a jetpack, make sure to also get the bird bones mutation for longer flights and marsupial to jump higher. Both make jetpacks far more effective. Another aspect to keep in mind is that if you have unique power armor jetpacks, then you don't need to buy the standard jetpack. You can just build the unique jetpacks instead. They're separate mods, not just skins for the jetpack. And skip the rusty knuckles, they're not worth the gold. The Glaive is a powerful weapon, there's no doubt about that, and the mods for sale on this occasion are pretty nice overall. But keep in mind that you get some pretty similar weapons for new main quests that come as part of the Skyline update. The V63 Zweihander is as effective as the Glaive. Although the Glaive does have the advantage that you can re-roll the legendary properties, so you can end up with more suitable stars than what the Zweihander gives you. The Glaive is a nice weapon, but it's just not worth the gold unless you're a melee focused character and can take full advantage of the weapon. Both of these are daily ops rewards. The legendary weapons by default, but the default stars aren't good enough to recommend. You'll be better off just re-rolling better weapon types. This gives you dirty water, but with the new water boiler there's no need to buy the well. I can't see it, but the Raider Gold vendor should be selling it. That might be because I got it from the scoreboard. The only reason to get the well now is if you want to use it as a decoration in your camp. In any case, that's all that Minerva has for sale in this instance, so hopefully you'll be able to get what you need. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified when new videos come out. See you soon.